Hello, wine enthusiasts. Welcome to the Daily Taste for Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022. Unfortunately, vineyards all over the Willamette Valley in Oregon are dealing with the devastation of an early spring frost that has damaged many of the wine region's grapevines. During winter, grapevines go into a period of dormancy to protect themselves from the harsh winter weather. Once the weather gets warmer, the vines wake up and use the energy stored in its trunk and roots to produce buds which contain the first green leaves of a new growth cycle. These buds are so delicate that they can be destroyed by just one cold night with frost. Chardonnay and pinot noir bud earlier than other varieties, making them particularly vulnerable to early frosts. Temperatures in parts of Willamette Valley dropped into the mid-20s in late April, causing frost damage to open buds and young shoots. Frost this time of year is uncommon for that region, which left a lot of grape growers unprepared. One grape grower said he hasn't seen anything like this in his 25-year career of growing grapes. According to Mike Alberti of the Oregonian, a grape bud comprises three smaller sections known as the primary, secondary, and tertiary buds. The primary bud contains a tightly furled shoot with flower clusters that produce grapes during the growing season. The smaller, secondary bud will typically develop if there's damage to the primary bud. The secondary bud's biggest drawback is it has fewer flowers per cluster and produces 30 to 50% less fruit than the primary bud. If the secondary bud is damaged as well, the tertiary bud, which produces little to no fruit, will bloom. According to some early reports, many vines in the Willamette Valley suffer damage to both the primary and secondary bud, meaning they may have to accept what the tertiary bud gives them this year. The impact of the frost varies from region to region, and even vineyard to vineyard, depending on elevation and grape variety. It's too soon to tell the extent of the damage, but some are predicting the frost could cost the Willamette Valley 50% of this year's crop. This is heartbreaking news for people producing wines in that area, and for people like me who enjoy the great wines being made in Oregon. I guess the best thing we can do right now is to go out and buy more Oregon wines, specifically buying wines from smaller producers who are going to be hit the hardest by this frost. Thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers!